Hello everybody, welcome to my Thesis project Learning Chinese with XiangLong, a collection of Chinese idioms. I opened an educational channel on YouTube, consists of a series language learning videos made for Western audiences whose first language are English. This channel could be divided into general course and practical course. The general course mainly teach learner what is the meaning of the Chinese idiom in each lesson. The practical course focus on how to use the idiom that we learned from the lesson in practice. Are you ready? Let's begin. It is a bon time for Chinese language learning across the world, not only because of China's higher profile in the global community, but also because of the increasing economic and cultural connections between China and other countries. In the process, diversities of cultures and languages often lead to mistranslation. Not only that, but more and more Westerns have common stereotypes about Chinese people and their culture. From the racist and cultural stereotypes of the Yellow Peril originated in the late 19th century, to the Trump notes, Corona had been crossed out and replaced with Chinese on the ongoing global coronavirus pandemic.
By announcing some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus.
Chinese virus, 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 Chinese virus.
操你妈的!
And the hate crimes targeting Asian increased from 2019 to 2021 because of coronavirus and white supremacy. Why does this happen? The Asian community lacks discourse power, meaning the power to control how things are said, which is controlled by the media and the people or country in the West with economic power. They control what they want to say and must be related to themselves. If no Western country wants to be accepted by the international community, it must start with learning Western language, culture, and thought. Then, we accustomed with the colonial life. I could clearly remember that I started to learn English from the first grade of primary school, and my favorite cartoon is Tom and Jerry, not the Chinese cartoon. So, I reversed the role and tried to take back the right to speak in my project. So, this is why I wanna do a language learning video to Western people, as a kind of invisible soft cultural power. Before making videos, I referred to some language course which teaching English to Chinese people on YouTube. And also, I extracted their teaching structure into 3 steps. First step, a brief introduction of the channel, accompanied by a catchy message. Second step, making a list of words you need to learn in the class. Then, explaining them in greater details. Third step, providing examples of the words in practice, to make a story accompanied with the words we learned from a class. Based on this research, I copied this structure and converted it into my language course by creating a virtual classroom. The first thing is I need characters, and then I could make a story. So, I designed a group of short animations with 3D model to present Chinese idiom. For example, the Chinese idiom 拔苗助长, 苗 is from the compound 禾苗, meaning seedling and rice shoot. 助 is from the compound 帮助, meaning to help. So, the English translation of 拔苗助长 is pulling up the seedling to help them grow. Next, I download a seedling and a hand model from 3D Warehouse, which is an open source website of 3D modeling content. Then, I controlling the hand model to pull up length of the seedling model by mouse, while recording the laptop screen to save this moment as a GIF file. That's how I create an animation of Chinese idioms for starting my educational video. Back to my Chinese lesson, you guys must remember that it was divided into general course and the practical course. Now, I will show you how it works. For example, in the general course.
Lesson 4.
虎口拔牙
To pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth. Pulling a tooth from the tiger's mouth is a metaphor for doing very dangerous things. The tiger was pulled out its teeth by a giant plier, making people shudder and feel their teeth ache. It means people dare to confront the greatest danger. Can you make a sentence with to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth? For example, COVID-19 sampling just like to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth. Healthcare workers must wearing protective clothing, face shield, shoe covering, 2 pairs of gloves and 2 face masks, because any minor error can increase the risk of infection. To pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth, 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 to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth.
For example, in the practical course.
How to use to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth in a sentence.
Hey, I am right here, Asian fool. You wanna fight with me, Jackie Chan?
I don't think you want this trouble, sir. I give you an opportunity to move along, sir.
Man, I don't care about that. I am from the street. Let's do this.
Round 1, fight!
Now, what have we learned today?
Don't mess with Asians. It is so to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth.
To pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth, 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 to pull a tooth from a tiger's mouth.
你学会了吗？ I also designed 标语 which means slogans in China to build the passionate learning atmosphere in my studio. This slogan will be posted on the wall. The content in these slogans are aggressive, inspiring, artistic, and realistic, such as reading makes dreams, knowledge lights up life. Diligence can make up for the lack of intelligence, but intelligence cannot make up for the lack of laziness, etc. You could also use your translation app to get another mistranslation result. Additionally, I ordered all these slogans in China. and then shipped to the US. They are 100% made in China and exported overseas to achieve cultural export in an innovative way. While the Chinese character's image is like a square, it is transformed from observing natural world to expressing abstract idea. It is similar with the process of art creating. Artwork is concrete, but the idea is abstract. It will make the idea stay in people's mind. Hope you guys enjoy my Chinese teaching course. Thank you so much.